Your love. Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go, sorta hoping that you'd stay. Baby, we both know.
Hello and welcome. My name is Arctic Dota, and today I am going to be casting the Hunt Ametuer Dota tournament that has started today on Sunday the 7th. You're joining in right now, you're watching me casting Mink versus 5-man carry gaming. Excuse me. So, don't know a lot about these teams, they're all generally new. As I said again, this isn't for professionals, this tournament's for those at a slightly lower level looking to play at a competitive level without needing to be
5 seconds
professionals.
remaining.
So I can't really give you anything in terms of picks, bans, anything,
Reserve
strategies,
time.
because we have no clue what these teams have in store for us. But now we are going banning phase and go. Alright, audio's up. We're into the draft. Waiting. Patiently. First ban coming out from Mink Gaming. Silently. By the way, guys, if you head onto our Facebook page, Hunting Bros, actually not even Hunting Bros, on all of the Dota pages you should be able to find links to the other Twitch accounts looking at the other games going on right now as I speak, so definitely head on down there and check out those games. But if you're going to stick with me, thank you very much. I'll try my best to be as entertaining as possible, as boring, least boring as possible. Hopefully you can just kick back, get some food, and watch a great best of 3 series. Still, a lot of time on this first ban. They've obviously got some really intense strategies coming out that they just need time to look at this ban from every possible angle. I want to make sure that this one ban, they're banning the counter to everything in their entire strategy. So we're all waiting here with bated breath to see just exactly what they're planning to ban. They're really taking a long time here. Reserve time's going to kick in 14 seconds. Yeah, just really solid draft at the moment, I have to say. You know, I've casted a lot of games in my time, and this draft is beyond best. Huskar.
Radiant team ban.
Huskar. Wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. I couldn't really see a Huskar being one of those heroes that could really get rid of in the first banning stage. You never know what strategy they're going for. The Silencer,
Dire team
actually
ban.
being used a lot in current pro games, and the Void as well.
Radiant
These heroes know a
team
little bit
ban.
about the current meta. Good, and they're going to be banning out heroes that support that. Hopes of getting their hands on heroes that they want. Are waiting for the Radiant's second ban.
10
quietly.
seconds remaining.
Now this is the stage where you ban heroes that you do not know how to play against
5
normally.
seconds remaining.
Get rid of the heroes that you just... Actually, now I can kind of see about Huskar, even though he is countered by heroes like
Dire
PA, which
team
is
pick.
definitely in the current meta. But the Troll Warlord
Radiant
coming out
team
straight
pick.
away in the ban of the Death Prophet. I haven't seen Troll Warlord in a very long time. I actually think he's a great hero, especially with that ultimate, and such a low cooldown means that you can do a variety of things. You've got so much access to right-clicking, just insanely fast in fights. You've also got the option to push. Also another great thing, especially if you've got a hero like Lynx on your
10
side who just
seconds
demolishes towers. Troll Warlord's just such a great pick
5
there, and
seconds remaining.
really normally a dominant laner as well. You can go.
Tide Hunter.
Ooh, and the Tide Hunter.
Radiant
So now
team pick.
this could tell the Dire that the Radiant may be wanting to do... They might be doing a tri-lane of some sort, whether it be defensive or aggressive. That depends where the Tide Hunter's going to be. But that shows you what they can get away with. It all depends on the support picks coming up later on. Will hopefully become clear if they're going for a aggressive or defensive tri-lane. Hopefully the
10
Dire can pick
seconds
around that and
remaining.
hopefully pick heroes that will win them the laning stage. And the Skywrath Mage,
Dire
these guys
team
are
pick.
already shown that they've got a pretty solid team fight going in this game. Tiny as well, and now I can see
Dire
what they're
team
looking to
ban.
do there. They want this Tiny. This Tiny is the one position. You can just tell it right now. Troll Warlord may be mid, I'd reckon, but the Tiny is going to be their safe laner that they want to just hit as fast as possible. I wouldn't be
10
surprised if we
seconds
saw
remaining.
a Beastmaster as well, and then an Abaddon after that,
5
and
seconds
then like an
remaining.
Invoker, like Alacrity or Ogre Magi with his other thing.
Radiant
Actually, it's going to get
team
banned
ban.
out now by the Dire, so okay. If they don't want it themselves, they're going to get rid of the IO. I'm actually not
Dire
surprised at
team
that at
ban.
all. Such a scary combo going into the late game, and really hard to play against sometimes unless you pick a lineup that's thriving in the early game. You're going to have a rough time slowing down the Tiny and the IO, so I agree with that ban very much. And the next ban going to be Juggernaut.
Radiant team ban.
I like this hero a lot. I think he can do a lot. I think Spin, really underrated, especially against Tide Hunter, but banned him. They couldn't get him from themselves. Yeah, I think Omni Slash is also really strong.
10
The crit's
seconds
really strong,
remaining.
and the heal gives you so many options. Solid heal.
5
Throughout
seconds
team fights,
remaining.
keeps you guys alive. And just while pushing, keeping all your creeps alive.
Reserve time.
I think that was actually a nice ban coming out from Den. And meanwhile, waiting for another ban from 5-Man Carry Gaming. What are they going to go for? They've got a safe laner, as we'd think. Got a mid, as we'd think. So, what kind of supports do the Dire want to work, synergize with this Troll Warlord and Tiny? That's what we're all thinking right now. I'm sure every one person who's watching the stream right now, all one of you, you'll be thinking that, I know. There's going to be an Enigma. I think that's
Radiant
a great ban
team
because
pick.
you get a nice black hole off. Just look at all the follow-up that Tiny brings to the stage, especially with Avalanche and Toss and the Craggy straight after. So nice ban by them. It actually shows that they're on the ball. They're really thinking about their draft and doing what some drafters don't do, and they is actually looking at the enemy team's draft and
10
thanking more about
seconds
what they
remaining.
want instead of banning heroes that they don't want to play against. So
5 seconds remaining.
that's something, if you're playing in a team and you want to join a tournament or something like that, that's definitely a
Reserve
drafting technique you want to get good at, because in the long run, it's going to help you out a lot, and you're going to create a lot more solid drafts, and you're going to win more games. Now we're waiting on this third pick. This is the stage where the teams will generally commit to a strategy. Now, the first two picks, you want to pick up the OP heroes or some strong heroes. And then the third pick is when you want to
Dire team
normally solidify, if that's even a word, what you want to go for. And we're going to see a Vengeful Spirit and an Omni Knight, 2 supports. Now already with 5-man carry gaming, they do have a little bit of roaming potential, but at the same time, they've got the means for a strong, aggressive tri-lane, the safe lane Tidehunter, but Omni Knight pretty good in the defensive tri-lane, especially with that heal, so, and the repel as well, so it's going to be a hard time for this Skywrath and Venge if they do so. And also with the Troll
10
Warlord
seconds remaining.
and further heroes to come along, if the Skywrath Mage and the
5
Vengeful Spirit,
seconds
let's just say
remaining.
they're running a defensive tri-lane, they leave the carry in that lane, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities
Reserve
for
time.
Mink Gaming to abuse that, get some kills on the 5-man carry gaming safe lane. It's very, it's looking strong so far, but it's also very fragile. You make mistakes and you let Mink Gaming get ahead, they will come out on top quite substantially. Now we're waiting on this 4th pick coming out from 5-man carry gaming. I just love saying their name. If you've heard me say it like at least 60 times throughout the entire draft, I don't know, I think it's a great strategy, to be honest. Five carries, 5-man carry gaming. Delicious. How do you lose? Just seriously tell me how you can lose that game. And a Medusa, so defensive tri-lane, I think yes. Then Medusa's not really strong in an aggressive tri-lane. Invoker, now I'm thinking that
Radiant team ban.
this Invoker might be going Quaswex. That really wrong, because they actually have Medusa very mana aligned, and same with Skywrath Mage, and kind of the Tidehunter as well. He needs to be able to spam Anchor Smash
10
and
seconds
use
remaining.
Ravage when he's up. So he goes Quaswex. This means actually that
5 seconds
in
remaining.
team fights they're going to be at a major disadvantage if a good Tornado EMP combo gets taken up onto the
10
Medusa.
seconds
She's going to have no
remaining.
shield. She's going to be in trouble, but at the same time,
5 seconds
the right
remaining.
support pick coming out from gaming. They could also put the Invoker on Exort, Quas-Exort,
Dire team ban.
and use any stuns or setup abilities to set up Sunstrikes and win the lanes that way. So there's always a lot of ways that these teams can angle their drafts, but less on Radiant, because Medusa, as I said again, not
Radiant
really strong in
team
an
pick.
aggressive tri-lane. She doesn't bring that much damage. The only good thing really is her attack range and her Serpent, her second ability. So other than that, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see that. It's going to be a Tidehunter in the offlane, stacking the Ancients, moving around once he hits 6, and then Medusa hopefully getting free farm in the safe lane. And I have a feeling this game is one of those games that's going to go for a long time, because you've got a Medusa,
10
you've got a
seconds
Tiny, you've got a
remaining.
Troll Warlord, and an Invoker. Heroes that are actually pretty
5
strong in the late
seconds
game. You could
remaining.
even argue the Tidehunter's strong in the late game just by picking up that refresher.
Reserve time.
And a Morphling as well, wow.
Dire team pick.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be Clockwork. Okay, Clockwork last pick. So it's going to be the Dusa or Morphling mid. I think the Morphling would be mid, Dusa in the safe lane. Clockwork going to be in the solo off lane, and then Tiny and Omni Knight. Oh wow, these lanes are actually very confusing. Are they going to do some sort of weird aggressive lane or aggressive tri-lane or something like that? I will never understand, but heading on to the game, let's take a look. I'm going to think the Morphling is going to go middle lane. We're going to have the Skywrath, Venge, and Dusa going into the safe lane with the Tidehunter heading into the Radiant off lane, and that should be their laning phase quite easy. And then, really, wow, on Mink Gaming, you just can't really determine what they're going to do. I mean, Tiny's a hero that can do a whole load of things. Same with Clockwork, he can go almost anywhere, and same with Invoker. And Troll Warlord, he's a mid and safe
10
laner as well,
seconds
so...
remaining.
And at the same time, with their heroes, they could do some sort of aggressive
5
off-laner.
seconds remaining.
I'm not really sure what's happening there. I think we know what's going to happen for 5-man carry gaming, but it's going to find out now. Alrighty. We're now into the draft. We're now into the game, sorry. There'll be a pause straight away with the old wait please coming out from Tiny. And so, let's take a look here. No items being bought yet. Oh, and we have a DC. Now, before I casted this game, I told myself, well, Arctic Dota, what am I going to do if a player DCs from the game for a long duration? How am I going to keep those watching maybe in the replay or in the live stream, how am I going to keep them entertained? Oh, his laptop went off League of Legends. Okay. Right, so Alexis going to be playing League of Legends at the same time as Dota. Probably not a good idea. Guess he can do it once. Man, these lanes are just really stumping me. Tiny's already picked up a TP though. It's definitely not gonna. Oof. Level 1 Roshan. I'm not thinking. You got Fervor, could do some things, and if you got Poker doesn't really bring anything into that. If someone picks up a Bass ring, they don't really have the heroes to do that. I don't think they're going to do a level 1 Roche. Meanwhile, on the Radiant, actually, once the game starts, I'll introduce the teams. But until then, I'm just going to have to talk, and talk. Talk a little bit about the tournament. So, this tournament, the Hunt, will be going over the next 3 Sundays. So today's Sunday the 7th. Over the next 2 weeks, on Sunday, there will be quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and then the grand final Sunday after that. So, if you enjoy this game and you enjoy this best of 3, definitely join me. Come on down. I'll put the dates in the description of this video once we upload it to YouTube, so that you can get on top of that, hopefully, if you watch it in time. It's going to be a great tournament. And then Hunting Bros also... Oh, wow. Getting a message from someone. Wow. Sorry about that. If you saw me chatting over there, I won't be doing that in game. So no need to worry about that. Just got a fan watch me cast. Pause going on for a very long time. Now, going into the late game, I'm gonna say that 5-man carry gaming, it's actually a really hard thing to determine. I'm just getting so many messages. Crazy, sorry about that. This is just the longest pull. Wow. Doing. There's gonna be one ping coming out from the Skywrath Mage. He knows that the enemies they want to kill are actually in this vicinity here. It's drawing, but it's have to be in game for that drawing. Let's see. This is my first time casting anything really. I've casted a few games in the past, but this is my first time for a legitimate tournament with a prize pool. A lot more structured, a lot more serious. Now we're going to see some MMR trading coming out from both teams. Wow, 3 MMR on the Skywrath Mage. I feel like I should say something, but I also feel like I should not be talking. Caster, I don't talk, I'm not in game. A lot of 3 MMRs coming out, and now Alexis finally going to be returning to the be able to pick it through, and then the game will be able to start. We will find out just what these lanes are. Clockwork. Here we go into the game. Both teams. Let's start for the Radiant. On the Radiant, we have Glenn G or Glenn G playing on the Vengeful Spirit. Senpai Squints McGee gonna be playing on the Skywrath Mage. KO Guy going to be playing on the Medusa, and Titty Ninja going to be playing on that Morphling, and Hummus playing on that Tidehunter and heading towards the top lane. They're all heading in there, I'd think, and no, it's not actually going to be, but they look like they want to camp out this rune, and they want to run. Is that an aggressive tri-lane with Tidehunter? Is that a farming Venge? Not. Got to smoke early, so maybe the supports want to start some roaming. That's what I'm thinking. Don't pick up a smoke that early unless you've got intention. Now these teams, is there going to be a level 1 clash? They're heading into the jungle. They've got wards. Gonna place one up onto the cliff here. Get that vision.
30
need that vision.
to battle.
And now Tiny, there's going to be 4 coming in. Will there be a clash coming in for first blood? Medusa going to chuck out the Serpent. Let me do some okay damage, but these teams both very hesitant to go in on each other. And now Tidehunter running up close and personal. Kitty Ninja gonna get a right click off, but as he stayed too long, there's gonna be some right clicks. And the cogs as well, and he's gonna be trapped in the Skywrath Mage. There's gonna be a stun as well. Who's gonna get first blood? But Morphling jumps out. And these teams just trading attacks right now. There's gonna be nothing going on, and who's gonna go? The only one sitting out is this Invoker. He wants to get his block. And now he's gonna get solo, and Omni Knight drops for first blood, stayed for too long. Great pickup by 5-man carry gaming. First blood. I would not be happy if I was the Omni Knight. That is... Remember, 5-man carry gaming as well, a team that if they get ahead, they will do a lot. And now, Medusa's going to be slowed back. She's got to get down to this safe lane and start farming. But at the same time, it's going to be a Clockwork and Tiny dual lane, huh? Is it going to be a toss into the Clockwork and then cogs on tower of some sort? That's probably the combo. Yep, and I get it. Defensive tri-lane, this Medusa, and the Morphling sitting in the mid lane. So, lane's kind of making sense. And the Troll Warlord going to be in the safe lane as expected. And now we have another pause, someone restarting. Now we have to wait yet again, and I have to try and be as entertaining as possible for an extended duration. Okay, yep, alright, yep. Exort Invoker, so they want to set up kills, and I think this is why that Clockwork last pick came out. Such a powerful combo. When they're in cogs, unless you're very, very silly, yep, silly is the correct word, you cannot miss the Sunstrike. Now with Tiny, he leveled up Avalanche first, so he doesn't have Toss in case he wants to throw someone into the Clockwork. That's alright, he'll get his levels eventually. And I expect to see this Tidehunter start stacking. Surprised actually that Dire side didn't pick up on this and bring some sentries in. I believe. Yeah, they didn't bring sentries. Huh. Yep. Where is it all? Stats and whatnot, so no sentries to block off. Right here. Tidehunter's gonna have a lot of fun. He has a hard time in this. Actually do okay. Tidehunter does reasonably well against all melee heroes just because in order for them to get last hits, they have to confront Tidehunter the lane on the creeps, and that just gives it a perfect opportunity to anchor smash. I don't think it's going to be too easy. It's going to be a dual lane top. 2 melee top, so this is a hard time. They're not going to be able to harass this Tidehunter out, but at the same time, Troll Warlord can use Berserker's Rage to swap back to a ranged attack if he's having a hard time. Central Spirit already so low on mana. Blood. All the damage. All the stuns she had to throw out. He's got no mana as well. Got no waveform. Hasn't got level 2 yet, so if Invoker wanted to do something, it's level 2. If he looks at the Morphling and realizes, hey, got no mana, might actually be able to take advantage of that and look. Tidehunter deep seed. Deep seed. Just nothing for us to do. Stand here. Our thumbs. Game. Go for 14 hours. Oh. Go around and look at some cosmetics. Does Troll Warlord even have anything on you? Vengeful Spirit? Come on, surely. No one plays Invoker without having items from it. There we go. Very nice. But yeah, got the Forge Spirit. Nice Forge Spirit. Got the whole set. Except for that. Pointed. Oh, the beauty. As tats. Ah, they're not. Really look like water when you've like, hey. Especially scared of morphs, not water. He's clay, and clay would set if it's not. Get heated, yeah. How does he turn into a wave so fast? We'll never know. This is the breathing that I do when someone's away, someone's not in the game, you know. It's not that I've run out of things to say, I'll never really say, and you're probably already up. I haven't stopped talking really started. But it's just how I breathe when I'm waiting for the game to it's 41 seconds, so let's do a CS check. 0 CS. 0 CS. 0 CS. Another 0 CS. 1 CS. Oh. 1 CS. Nice job. 0 and 0. Actually, could have just probably. Kills first blood. It's the CS. Top of the chart, Tide Hunter. E-seed, man. It's actually the richest in this game. Oh, this is so tiring. Didn't know I'd have to when I signed up. Just kidding, it's fun. I have a feeling I'll go for like minutes as well, so these heroes especially, all the late game potential. So this is going to be a long game. I'm just going to get a drink of water. Sitting next to me, yeah, I'm prepared. Good water. It's still paused. I actually believe I have Hunt, my friend. I might have played with him. Oh, here he is. I'm actually casting tournaments with people I've played with. Or not. Yeah, I play Dota. I play. Pretty bad, unfortunately. I'm joking. I actually think the best thing to do right now is get some music playing in the background, because that'll help us out a lot. And here we go, ready? And I'm just gonna stay silent for a bit. Alrighty, Tidehunter has reconnected. And now hopefully we can get into this game and see who's going to win the first of this best of 3. Oh, there's going to be a bit of rude chat going in the game. They're really abusing this chat, which they shouldn't be allowed to. Maybe next tournament we'll make it like everything you type in chat has to be 4 words or less. So he's already gone over it. He's fine. He's fine. Alright, and the goad comes out. Let's get back on into it. Alright, heading on to these lanes. I'm going to ask myself, can Invoker get a kill onto this Morphling once he hits level 2? And if he runs out of mana, maybe. But other than that, I'm going to be watching this lane. This is where the aggression's going to come, because this clockwork isn't going to... There we go. Thank you. Thank you. This is just insane. But this lane's going to be full of aggression. And I thought Tiny was going to be their safe laner, but it looks like they put Troll in the safe lane. Maybe it was just a little dual lane combo. But they're both melee up against, I believe, 2 ranged, 3 ranged. So this is going to be a hard lane, and Medusa's just going to have the easiest time. Every last hit, every deny, hopefully. And meanwhile, top lane, Troll Warlord. Just trading some right clicks with this Tidehunter, but Tidehunter brought a lot of regen, and he's got his boots, so gonna be no problem there. The anchor smash as well, 25 damage. Good luck last hitting with that. Look at that. Oh, Omni Knight steals the last hit. Well done. Invoker's got Sunstruck now. Are they gonna look to get a kill? He looks like he's sitting back waiting for the opportunity instead of CSing. But no, nothing gonna happen. Wow, this laning stage. If 5-man carry gaming get through this laning stage with Medusa getting adequate farm, they're going to have a fun time coming into the mid game. But with that said, Invoker as well, he's a hero that can make plays, especially with the build that he's gone for with the Exort, hopefully going into Quas. He should be able to do a lot as well. So both teams got very similar drafts in terms of what time in the game that they're thriving at their highest strength. And Clockwork looking to get his CS, first CS of the game, but so far he won't find it. Courier's going to be coming out, and what will it be carrying? Wards. Wards they're going to want to put top, and I'm actually surprised at this ward because they don't really have much roaming potential. What I would rather be looking for is a ward either over here or up here to block the pool camp, but either way, oh, there's going to be a purification. Tidehunter going to be taking some damage. And they just got to be careful. And look at this, the Omni Knight as well. I haven't actually picked up on this, but Omni Knight as well. It's all about this Clockwork. Everything just goes around him. If Clockwork gets a good hook and cogs, got Invoker to follow up with Tornado already, so he went Wex. You're going to have Tiny with Avalanche Toss. You're going to have Troll Warlord hitting him with Berserker's Call in the back lines, and you're going to have the Purification on top. So that's such a deadly cogs. You do not want to get caught in that, or else you're going to be in big trouble throughout this game. And there's going to be an Invis Rune bot, but no one really wants to pick it up. I'm not seeing any roaming. Nothing on the Courier. No bottles, surprisingly, either. I do not think. Yeah, no bottles. Wow. Control Warlord gonna be going straight for the Helm of Iron Will.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry, just replying to a little message there. I know I'm a dodgy caster, but here we go. Omni Knight finally. They've picked it up. They know the Tidehunter, if he has a bad time in lane, or if he has a good time in lane, he can always catch up by abusing those Ancients. So, great pickup by them, blocking that out nice and early. He was only going to have one stack of the Ancient Black Dragons. And I've just been given some advice for the next game that I'll have to pick up on. So apparently only you guys on the stream will be able to see me. And I'm getting some oh, please.
Denied.
Alright, let's go look at some CS. Invoker sitting at 11-1 compared to Morphling's 20-3, easily surviving this lane. And looking at these lanes, all lanes are going to get fun, but meanwhile, top lane, there's going to be a couple of right clicks and Anchor Smash as well. But I don't think they can go for this kill. They've got no boots on Troll Warlord or on Omni Knight, whereas Tidehunter does. So, as long as they just want to zone him out, get him out of the lane, and create time for this Troll Warlord to get as much farm as possible, sitting at 26 for 3, doing quite well on this safe lane. Let's look at Medusa's farm, who's actually on 23 and 13, so wow. Wow. Actually, that's not surprising. I thought because Medusa's in a defensive tri lane, she would have an easier time getting CS, but she's up against a fairly aggressive dual lane, whereas the Troll Warlord's only against solo Tidehunter. It's not that big of a problem. And there's going to be another pause coming out from the Tiny. Not sure what for. But of course we have to wait again. Clockwork going to be DCing. Alright. Alright, let's get the music going again. There you go, you can listen to that until he comes back. Oh, he's back! I hope you enjoyed that. That was a really nice few minutes of music. Hopefully we'll head back onto this game. 6 minutes in, and there's no stacking actually. Or is there any stacking going on? No, no stacking going on for the Medusa. Oh, so some lag. The Clockwork, unfortunately. Everyone from Mink lagging apparently. And Taro as well. Oh wow. This whole server's laggy apparently. This is the bad thing about playing from Australia. Just because it's Australia. I love Australia. But I would have expected the supports to be doing a little bit more stacking, especially, or even the Ancients, since Medusa, once she gets more levels, will be able to use Split Shot to take down camps very fast. But no, that's maybe not the way they want to go for it. And they have been blocked in the Ancient, so that's not going to work out for them. Tidehunter getting easy levels. He's level 7 already with Ravage. And the Helm of the Dominator going to be used. He's going to pick up a State of Tormentor. It's going to be healing all their creeps, maybe looking for a push of some sort. I would have expected more in this offlane. They've still got no CS, 1 CS under the Tiny. And the Skywrath Mage is left and he's going to look to stack, but now he's going to find out that the camp's actually been blocked. So he'll have to deward that soon or wait for its duration to end, which is in 3 minutes, 4 minutes actually. And still, Morphling continuing to dominate this lane, 36 for 5, up against 17 for 1 and Invoker. I don't know if that's the lag, and it can't be denied because Morphling's only got 5. So unfortunate for the Invoker. What's his name? Eli. Okay, Eli, I remember that. And Teo still getting that CS. He's gone for the phase boots. Not something I normally see on Medusa. It's like, it's an item that gives you more damage and more speed, but not really anything in terms of tankability. But there's going to be a concussive shot. There's going to be a waveform as well, but the stun and the cog's going to leave him there with the Morphling. And Titty Ninja going to be picking up a double kill onto this offlane. This offlane, I'm still really surprised about it. It's not really that strong, unless you're up against melee heroes, which they're not. So this offlane's lost, and now Morphling ganking, getting lots and lots. 36 for 5, and he's now sitting on 2 kills. And Skywrath Mage has concussive shot. Can they take down the Invoker? He's gone a point in everything, so he's got Invis up if he needs it, but if they get the silence in time, will they get the silence before he goes Invis? No, they're not going to use it, and now he's going to go Invis. Maybe they just wanted to get as much damage as possible off onto him and force him to use that, so that he depletes some of his mana. And still in this safe lane, Troll Warlord 52 for 3, up against Medusa, who's 47 for 16. Medusa's got more denies, but the CS going Troll Warlord's way, and there's going to be another pause. Looks like this server is just so laggy. Well, this isn't very fun to cast. If everyone's lagging, how do you know which team is going to be the best? You know, lagging literally puts you in a state where you can't compete. Unfortunately for them, they're just going to have to try and brave it out through this game. We don't have any professional equipment or a collie, but meanwhile, bottom lane, there's going to be an avalanche, a cogs as well. But the serpent doing so much damage, and the shield, she's still got 270 mana, and the phase boot's getting her close enough to get the last right click, and a double kill for the Medusa. 2 of the hardest carries in the game, Medusa and Morphling, getting off to a great start in the early game. 2-0 each, I believe it is. Yep, 2-0. And 3 assists as well under the Skywrath Mage. But top lane, there's going to be an ulti. There's going to be the State of Tormentor getting the blast off. But there's going to be an Anchor Smash. But the Ravage as well. But the Repel going to keep him alive. And he's going to get close enough. He swaps. He swaps over to the ranged attack and will finish off the Tidehunter. So they pick up their first kill. They are on the board now. Mink Gaming is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And Morphling has treads and a Ring of Health and a Ring of Aquila already, and going to be going straight in, but the ulti going to be coming out from Troll Warlord. Going to be a waveform onto the low ground, and that should be the end of this engagement. But Invoker looks like he wants to go in. He's got Tornado and he's got Meteor, so if he wanted to get something going, he could have, because he knew that the Morphling had just used waveform, but he won't go for it in the end. Still, although it's been a very aggressive laning stage, it's also been very passive. In a sense, there was lots of farming going on, and then when the kills came, they went for it. But other than that, then they're just sitting back and farming. And now another Troll Warlord ulti going to be going, but the Anchor Smash is actually quite a lot. Is he going to go for this right click? He's going to get a bash, but just the damage is not much. Another Anchor Smash. He can't go for this. He simply can't dive that. One more Anchor Smash, and he would have been absolutely destroyed. And Venge going to be level 5 at 11 minutes. Not too bad for a support, considering he wasn't really in lane very much, and she actually wasn't in lane very much and did a lot more pulling. But she's doing okay for levels. Needs to get that level 6, and then they can make a lot more plays happen. Back in this middle lane, 54. Oh, wow. Invoker is having a very hard time for CS, and he's going to look for the rune. No, not going to be there. They don't even have a ward in the bottom rune, so they wouldn't know. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Troll Warlord ulting again. But the repel's going to come, but they seem to have backed off. And Tiny also with that ultimate. Nothing's going to come from it, but Tidehunter TP's back in. He's got Ravage in 30 seconds time, and if they get some rotations up, especially from the Medusa, who has her level 9, she will have it by the time that Ravage is up. Hopefully, they could get some heroes up there and make some plays. And Invoker still got... Oh, excuse me. Invoker's still got Tornado and Chaos Meteor waiting. Looks like they want to make a play with the Clockwork. Nope, he's going to go back to the off lane and look to get some more levels. He's got his level 6, but in the defensive tri lane, level 9 on the Medusa, and he doesn't even care about this Clockwork. He wants that tower. The hookshot's going to come in to stop him, but is that really worth it in the end? Now his cooldown is 64 seconds, but he will get the deny on the tower, hopefully, if no one comes in. And, oh, so close, 17-1. And the deny is going to come out. Beautifully played.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
And it looks like there's going to be an engagement on top waveform as well. The silence, so much damage on this Tiny. And a DD on Morphling, hitting for 216, I believe. No, 217. Almost failed my maths. And they're going to go in again. There's going to be the waveform and the gush. And using that DD to just make absolute plays. And now they're going to look to siege this top tower. I do not believe there are TPs coming out from anyone on their side. No, there are not. So, what can they do? They're just going to let this drop, are they? I think they will let this drop. Yep, tier 1's going to fall. But we're going to see a pretty late TP coming out from the Tiny. He's level 5. And they're just going to hit the jungle and use that. Yep, abuse the jungle. Give him up a tower. And that's actually now, all this space here has now been taken away from the Dire side. Their safe laner can't farm in this area anymore because they've got access to the jungle. So, man, you can't lose that safe lane so easy. It's so important. But for some reason they're going to give it up. And Medusa, 90 CS at 13 minutes. Absolute free farm in this lane. She is going to be an absolute problem to deal with later on. I don't see how this is going to go well. They're so far behind, 7-1. Let's have a look at some of the graphs now. Already a 4,000 plus XP lead for 5-man carry gaming, and in gold as well. Yep, over 5,000 lead for 5-man carry gaming in net worth. So, when you're this behind, what can the Dire do? They have an okay ganking lineup in terms of Sunstrike, and you've got Clockwork, Hook, and then you've got the follow-up on top of that. But and at the same time, they're all spread out. Look at this Tidehunter. There's a 3-on-1. There's going to be a net. The ulti as well from Troll Warlord. Is there going to be a purification to finish it off? And yes, they will. The toss as well to secure the kill. Tidehunter getting a little bit too aggressive there, and he was so close to his blink dagger. I think he may have had it. But unfortunately, he's died there. And this game just not going the way that Mink Gaming had planned. They sound so confident in the chat, in the lobby beforehand, but now when they're out in the game, and Skywrath Mage still realizes, wow, this camp is still blocked. They've rewarded it, and you've still got the same ancient black dragon there, hanging about. And Medusa finally got a point in split shot, and she's level 10, hitting pretty hard already, and has her Yasha and ultimate orb. We're going to see, well, let's have a look. Oh wow, we're going to see at least a 17 or 18 minute Manta coming out. She's just going to town. And meanwhile, mid lane, 2 heroes. Tidehunter going to be hitting up the jungle. No stacks waiting for him, so that's going to be a delayed blink as well. And there's going to be 4 heroes mid. Are they going to fight this early on? They've got hookshot. The Venge is there. Are they? No. Nope, they're going to let her go by, but they've got reinforcements coming in. 5-man carry gaming. If there's going to be a clash in the mid lane, I would not want to take it if I was Mink Gaming, knowing how far behind you are, and knowing the Morphling's already got a Perseverance and an Ultimate Orb with Treads and a Ring of Aquila. An Illusion Rune. Going to be picked up by Tiny. He's going to pop it now. Is he going to do anything with them, or is he just going to have them hang about? He's probably just going to use them for scouting. And still a lot of tension going on right now, but Troll Warlord's just not wasting time. He's got his Centaur, and he's just going to be looking to farm for his team because they had such a dodgy early laning stage. And it looks like they're really intent on protecting this tier 1 mid. And there's going to be a Ravage going to be popped for illusions. Wow. Tidehunter, really strong misplay there. Ravage is down now, so if Mink want to take a fight, they do certainly have an advantage in that area. But at the same time, there are a lot of big abilities that are up, and now Clockwork is going to be a repel, there's going to be a toss, but maybe they look to toss someone else. Unfortunately, a Morphling not wasting time on farming, looking at 74 for 5. Titty Ninja just going to town with this farm. Troll Warlord at the same time, what's he going? 114 for 3, and Medusa 115. He is doing so good compared to how this laning stage has gone for his team. And now there's going to be a Troll Warlord ulti. He's just going to get some harass damage onto this Morphling. He does have Waveform in 3 seconds, so he's obviously in no danger. And he's got Morph. Nice bash. And the stun as well from the Centaur. And he's going to get some right clicks. He's going to Waveform the wrong way. He's going to salve as well, but can they make something turn around on this? There's going to be a Gush and Anchor Smash as well. He's just going to go for right clicks, but he can't get anything good. Troll Warlord had some purpose, but couldn't get it done. And now there's going to be an Avalanche toss. Skarath Mage going to drop so fast. The sheer nuke power of this Tiny is what makes him such a strong hero. Comboed up with the ultimate of Troll Warlord. Nice play by them, get a pick off, but I think definitely 5-man carry gaming got the win in that little series of battles, because... And now there's going to be a lift, a Tornado as well. The damage going to be huge. He needs to get that Deafening Blast. He's got Phase Boots, but he's not going to pop it. And Morphling's pretty low as well. He could have gone for that in Tidehunter. He has an Invis Rune if he wants to take it before the Tiny gets there with Bottle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is there going to be anything happening? No. They're just going to leave it. He's got Ravage in 35 seconds. And now he's just waiting. They've got no vision on the high ground. But it is daytime, so I'm pretty sure they can see each other, just saying hello. Now Tidehunter's going to go in and pick up that Invis Rune. I think he was just waiting for the cooldown of Ravage to drop just a bit so he can use it in the mid lane on the next fight. And a tactical pause. No, I'm kidding, it's probably not tactical. What's his name again, this guy? Alexis. Another DC having that lag. So far, the laning stage going heavily towards 5-man carry gaming. Look at the CS right now. All 3 heroes on the CS charts are from 5-man carry gaming. All 4, all 5. Oh, wow, this is not looking good. Oh, wait, this is just split between the 2 teams, isn't it? That was a bad play by me. Just report me, everyone. Can you report me? Thanks. And Alexa's going to complain about the lag, and Skarath Mage going to pause again, and this TP going to be the most annoying sound. I'm just going to move over here so that yous watching this video don't have to hear that. And now the TP is going to end, hopefully. There we go. Titty Ninja going to TP to the mid lane. And now, Drunk off Ice Teep. And there's going to be a Ravage in 10 seconds. They've got heroes grouped up. Can they make the play? There's a waveform ready. And the Lincoln Sphere at 18 minutes. Tidehunter's going to back off though. He sees the Omni Knight. Maybe they want to make a play on him. Gareth Mage going to be coming in, but no. Doesn't think he wants to. And now here we go. Venger's coming in as well. I don't think the Dire side know about this Ravage Invis. And there they are. They're grouped up. Are they going to blink on this? They're so close. They're so in range. There's going to be a swap as well. There's going to be a Gush. But the Repel as well. The Tornado. And the Chaos Meteor as well. Wow. It's actually going to miss. I think he definitely could have blinked in a Ravage just before the Repel came out. But either way, they get the tier 1 mid. But at the same time, they didn't achieve as much as what they have thought. Troll Warlord is still just free farming top, and he's going for a second ultimate orb. He's going for the Scardy build, of course. And now he's going to ultimate up and take this tier 1. This is about the pushing power that I was telling you all before. And maybe he's going to go for the tier 2 while this little engagement is happening in the mid lane. It seems like they want to go for something. There's going to be a TP coming in as well from the Invoker. He's going to have Chaos Meteor in 16 seconds. And swaps up again as well, so if they want to make plays, they most likely can. Ravage is down as well. He's got a blink. They're all grouped up. But no, Skarath Mage going to TP out. He realizes, well, if we're not going to make something happen, we're going to lose too much in the other lane. So he backs off. And now Mink Gaming can look to push this lane out, maybe look towards a tower, or just focus on getting farm, getting ahead, and maybe looking for pickoffs. I think they should be abusing this clockwork a lot more than what they are. He's got hookshot. They should be definitely looking to get as many ganks as they can, because during this laning stage, 5-man carry gaming has been so split up. Like, look at this. With sufficient wards, and look at how low he is. He's going to pick up a regen rune, though. Very good job for him. And now, here we go. Was there a hookshot expended? No, just the cogs. And Morphling just going to waveform out. And Tidehunter sitting very patiently in the back lines, waiting for some sort of commitment to come out so that he can counter-initiate. And meanwhile, there's just so much tension. This is just creating all the space in the world for Medusa, and Medusa's actually considering going Skadi and just a straight Yasha, leaving it. Meanwhile, mid lane, the Ravager's going to pop, the Scythe Mage ultimate blows up the clockwork, the Tornado as well, and just too much damage coming out. 3 down, the Purification 4 down. A 4-for-nothing exchange coming from 5-man carry gaming. Just Ravage, such a strong ability that you'd think that with Repel they'd be able to do a lot more, but these are not typically heroes that you get BKBs on at such an early stage. I mean, Troll's just gone for the straight Skadi, and he's got it already, but really abusing that Tidehunter. Such a great pick, in my opinion. And also, this is what they want to do. They wanted... It's all about creating space. They've got 4 heroes, so strong together. Tidehunter provides so much control. Skyrath Mage with huge damage output. Vengeful Spirit with huge control as well, and Morphling with very decent damage and a lot of durability as well. And now they're going to be going back in Concussive Shot. It's going to be a Repel, Hook Shot as well on 2, and the Avalanche, but the Omni Knight ulti going to come waveform out, and they're just going to right click down the Venge, and tossed in as well the Medusa, but she's got so much mana that she's just going to sit there and ultimate everyone. She's just going to town. The Tiny, oh, the Tiny and the Omni Knight just dropping, and now she's backing off. She's got low mana. Troll Warlord just trying to man mode everyone. Invoker's just hitting an illusion. He's not even going for the real Medusa. And now, oh, the nuke coming out. Adaptive Stripe. Triple kill. 4-titty Ninja. And wow, Invoker, I'm not sure what he was doing there. He could have been going for the Medusa, but he was just chasing down an illusion. And he has Sunstrike, I believe. Pure damage. If he does enough, that could secure a kill. It looks like he's not going to go for it in the end. Unfortunately, that would have been nice if he'd went for that. And now let's take another look at the charts. Oh, over 7.5k XP lead and an over 10,000 gold lead in net worth for 5-man carry gaming. This game is just 5-man carry gaming execution done very well right now. And what do? You don't have flash farmers in this team. Until Tiny gets Ags, he can't flash farm. Invoker doesn't flash farm very well. You've got no flash farming carries either. But meanwhile, Concussive Shot, Swap, Silence, Stun, Gush, and Ultimate as well. Blowing up that Omni Knight. He had Repel. I'm not sure what the problem was there. He may have used it. And now they're going to look for Roshan. And they've actually, yep, they've got the Medallion. And they've got the Wave of Terror. So this is it. They're going to take a very fast, easy Roshan. They don't even need the Medusa, just the damage coming out. This is just ridiculous. Look at that, like a 10-second Rosh. And now Morphling going to pick up the Aegis, or is it going to go to... Yep, the Deucer. Okay, Deucer's going to pick it up. This is a game that they could definitely high ground. And now again, another Concussive Shot. Chaos Meteor, but the Silence just so good against all these heroes. Ravage going to land on the Tiny. Some more nukes being thrown out, and the Adaptive Strike gonna blow up. Tiny blinks up. He wants more. The Repel as well. Clockwork breaking his way out. The Swap as well goes through the Repel, and they're just gonna right click him down, but they can't stun. And Venge getting extremely low. No mana either. And Morphling just goes straight in, gets hookshot as well. Tiny, he's got no mana. He blinked him, but he can't do anything. 5-man carry gaming just dying, but 3 dead still for Mink Gaming. And now Tidehunter got a mana boots. He should be able to blink out in 1 second, and he should be okay, but couple of mistakes coming out from that fight, but lucky their Medusa is just extremely farmed. Like, beyond farmed right now. There's not much they can do against this. I mean, the Tiny, he didn't go safe lane. He's got 14 CS. He's got not much. The only one that can provide something for this team is Troll Warlord, but he needs to get that BKB up nice and fast, because against all the nuking power, especially from the Skywrath Mage, and from the Venge and the Tidehunter blocking out that Ravage, he doesn't have the durability in the fights and the control to be able to get those right clicks off that he needs from further and build up some stacks. But with that said, Medusa's ultimate, a great ultimate that goes through BKB that will stop Troll Warlord, so there's really limited items that they can go for in this game, unfortunately. So Mink Gaming going to be in big trouble right now. And I don't see what they can do right now. There's just, like, they can't, they have an okay turtling strat with cogs, doesn't really destroy crit waves, but does delay pushes. They've got Avalanche as well, they've got Purification, they've got some abilities from Invoker, but that's not really the strongest turtling lineup, so they can't really delay the pushes. Once 5-man carry gaming come to your base and you can't defend, what can you do against that? That is what I'm curious to find out, how they adapt to their situation right now, because they're very far behind. And that's hopefully, well, not hopefully, but that's definitely going to come soon, I'd imagine. And I hear a concussive shot coming out. It's just going to land. It's going to do big damage onto the Omni Knight. There's going to be a Serpent as well, but forces out the Repel. And they'll back off. And now let's check out some item builds right now. The Skywrath Mage going for the Yule Scepter, really strong for setting up ganks. And since its buff is actually a really strong item to pick up. So nice by him. And the Skadi as well, yep. He went Yasha, then went Skadi, and now is going back for the Manta. So he knew that he was doing so well in his lane. He didn't really need the Manta at this time. He needed something to help him in the upcoming fights a little bit better. And he was having no resistance farming, so he had the time to do it. So now he's got his Skadi, and he's just, the stats on him are just ridiculous. 1900 health, hitting for at least 170, 182 almost. Yep, 182. So he's getting big. Tidehunter as well. He's going to be looking for the Shiva's Guard. He's got his Blink down. He's got his Plate Mail. Concussive shot. Not going to land on anyone. He's going to swap an Illusion. That's a 45-second cooldown now. So he's going to wait. Man. Or rather, just replying to a message. And meanwhile, here we go. They're coming up. They're coming up to the tower. They want to take this straight in. Oh. And they've got the Aegis actually on Medusa, so they can definitely jump in on this if they want to. No, they're going to back off. They don't want to go for this high ground, even though I think they can, and they can abuse that right now, but I think they're happy to sit back and farm as well. They say, hey, we've got a Medusa. We've got a Morphling, no matter how late this game goes, we should have an easy time. And they know that their Tiny is not farming. He's still sitting at 20 CS, only a point booster and 2 braces. He's not going to have much of an impact either. But he does have big base damage as well. And now the Repel's going to come out, but the Skadi's so strong against that. Now a Waveform, they're going to want to go onto the Morphling, but he's morphing so much HP. But Clockwork going to be following him around. He's got Cogs. He's going to run out of mana for Waveform soon. No, he's not. The Skadi just providing so much regen. The right clicks are just sheer intensity. He's going to waveform onto the low ground. Clockwork going to be dropping. And the Urn Charge as well. There's going to be an Avalanche. But there's just no damage that this Medusa is taking. There's going to be an ultimate. And the Ravage comes in as well. But the... oh, wow. But the Omni Knight ultimate keeping them alive as well. Immune to physical damage. But Medusa with that Skadi is just so much damage. A nice Tornado Chaos Meteor coming out. Will anyone burn out is the problem. No, the Yule Scepter, very nice job. And again, Clockwork, going to be DCing. Don't know what that was for, and it looks like they don't want to pause. This game is getting so out of hand. I'm sure the call is going to come very soon. There's just nothing they can do. They don't have the late game potential anymore, just because their farmers aren't as strong in the late game as theirs. And just this Skadi, a great pickup. So good against that Repel, the repelled target. They had no way to catch up to that repelled target and get nice and close, but this Skadi doing work. And now the Clockwork gonna hook shot in, but the silence as well, and just gets blown up. Someone's controlling him while he's DC'd, and now he's gonna reconnect, and it looks like they're just toying around now. This game is just looking beyond over. 25-7 right now, and Tiny looking to go back in. He chucks out an Avalanche. He's gonna take some damage. Invoker coming in. He does have... oh, they're gonna pop the drums and they're gonna back up. Now Medusa just spamming the shield, trying to be funny. They know they're ahead and they're just having a good time now. That's probably annoying for you all watching the stream and the in-game sounds. And this whole time, Morphling just been farming. And there's just so many Scardies in this game. One on Medusa, one on Morphling, and one on the Troll Warlord as well. But he's also got a Demon Edge. It looks like he's going for an MKB, I believe. Let's just take a check right now. Oh, that's not your spell, Monkey King Bar. Yep, that's the items for it. Just making sure. I never really build it, so... MKB going to be picked up from Troll Warlord, but... It's strong, but he's not really missing attacks. And there's no one really with butterflies yet, I do believe. No butterfly. No butterfly. Like, what? For what purpose? He should have gone something, maybe... MKB does provide some damage, I'll admit that, but... He needs something that's going to do more, in a sense, and I can't really, off the top of my head, think of what that could be, but just part of the item's wasted. Unless fighting on high ground, like right on these steps right here, which he probably won't be, but that's fine. And just look at the warding going on throughout this game. There's just so many aggressive wards, even though aggressive wards, which they would like to be aggressive. And now there's going to be a smoke. Here we go. Clockwork sitting in the mid lane, maybe trying to bait out an engagement, but Morphling's invis, and they've got no detection. So he finds the smoke now, and they're just going to have to back off. Morphling, he knows, yep, they've got no detection. I can follow right behind you, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. You're just going to hang by and say, hello, how's it going? And wow, just nothing going the way of Mink Gaming. They've just had such a hard time trying to get anything done. And he's just following. Maybe he wants to get a kill up. It looks like it. Yeah, the ping's coming out onto this Clockwork. Is Tide going to blink? Is he going to blink ahead and get the gush? Is the question. He's waiting. Invis is about to run out. He waveforms through. He gets the adaptive strike, but the avalanche as well. The silence is going to come out. The slow too. And Tide blinks in. He's got his Shivas now. He's going to gush, but both teams just going to back off. Nothing really going to happen now. And just these teams, really... I'm still not sure why 5-man carry gaming is so worried. They've just got so much carry potential and they're so far ahead. It shouldn't be hard for them to get into this and high ground their base. They've got nothing to turtle with, really. The only real good turtling item is Avalanche. And just spamming at the nukes coming out from Skyrath Mage, such a spam hero. And I'm just wondering, when is this high ground going to come? I knew this game was going to go for a while, but I only assumed it was going to go for a while because I thought the lanes would be in conjunction to their picks, if that's the correct word to use. But yeah, Tiny's not farming. None of their late gamers are farming, so they could definitely high ground now instead of taking it late. And here we go. They're going to look for the top racks. There's going to be some pinging coming out for the defense. There's going to be a repel, a hookshot going to go into the Tidehunter into the background. And there's going to be a lift meteor as well, but it's only going to land on one. There's going to be an avalanche toss as well, doing huge damage, bursting down the Tidehunter. That's no Ravage going to be seen in this fight, but the Skadi doing work. Troll Warlord going to take down, and oh my goodness, the waveform from Morphling going to be taking down so many. That's through a buyback on the Omni Knight, a Yules as well onto the Invoker. There's going to be an EMP, the right clicks coming down, a waveform as well, and now 4 down with a buyback on Omni Knight, and he may even drop as well. The Skadi, just the slow is so much. Can he get 2 more kills? And Medusa could so dive this. Oh, it puts him so low, but it was a reasonable fight. 1 buyback coming out. Let's look at a fight recap. Look at the abilities used. There was lots of blink daggers and things like that, but that's a free racks now. And the Chaos Meteor, unfortunately, didn't do that big damage. And look at the gold change. Wow. And the XP change as well, and damage done. But it should be a free wax. Clockwork trying to do what he can, slowing this push down, but all the ranged heroes, man, all the ranged carries, big damage from a distance. They can't stop this push. And what's the next goal? They've taken 2 lanes of racks. Meanwhile, bottom lane, something was happening. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware of that, but that's 2 racks now. Third one, they'll have megas, and I'm surprised that this call hasn't come out yet. Tiny still hasn't got Ags at 35 minutes almost. Even though he wasn't farming, so I'm not too surprised, but this game, I'm still not sure why it's still going on, but anyway. Look at all the defensive wards they've got. They haven't really been utilizing them. They've got the vision, but still getting caught out. Look at that really bad drawing. They're still getting caught out in many different ways. And now the Skadi. Oh, no, nothing going to happen there. Okay. Now Tidehunter joins the fight again. He's got Ravage now. He's got his Shiva's Guard. And now they're going to look to get the third Rax. They have to defend here. They can't give up a third Rax for the Megas. I want to see the new model of the Megas because they are beautiful, but they can't give this up. They just can't. Are they going to look to deny the tower? And the illusions are just doing work. So much damage coming out. And now they'll back off. And they've got swap up. If they want to swap someone in and get the stun, nothing going to happen. Just going to split shot, destroy these creeps insanely fast. And now they're going to look to finish this tower. No aggression coming out at all from Mink. And now there's going to be a swap. Concussive shot, stun, silence, and the Skywrath ultimate. Waveform through, Ravage as well. Omni Knight ulti is going to pop. And there's just so much damage coming out. They just can't handle it. Invoker trying to do what he can. Hummus going to drop as well. The Titan Hunter Yules as well. Invoker going to invis out. But the concussive shot, triple kill. The adaptive strike doing so much damage. And now they're going for Troll Waller. The Skadi as well, just so much damage. He just wants to man mode it. But he can't even get close because he's being body blocked by the creeps. And GG, well played. Comes out from the Clockwork. What a game. 5-man carry gaming dominating this first game of the series. Well done. And GG gonna be the call. And now we'll be heading into a game 2 very shortly. So stick around, take a break, bring your friends in, and hopefully I'll see you for a great game 2. And Clockwork, oh, gonna be complaining a little bit in chat. But thank you for joining me on stream, and I'll see you very soon for future games. Thanks, guys. I'm Arctic Dota.
You got color in your cheeks. Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve?